What up, boxing fans? I hope you're having a great night. And I want to go ahead and share my thoughts on the news that broke today about Mikey Garcia signing a promotional deal with Matchroom Boxing USA, which in turn sets him up for exclusive fights on DAZN. And I think it's good news. You know, I've been waiting for a minute to hear some news from Mikey Garcia's camp. Really haven't heard anything since his one-sided loss to Errol Spence Jr. back in March of this year. And I've always been a big fan of Mikey Garcia. I've always liked his fights. I was really excited about his comeback in 2016 after having that legal dispute with Top Rank, and having him back in a ring was really a treat to watch. I've always enjoyed his fights, and you know, then he got that big fight with Errol Spence Jr. and things didn't go the way some of us expected it to go. Others may have expected it to have gone the way it did, while others like me expected a more competitive fight, a more brave and courageous showing from Mikey Garcia, and that was not really what we got. You know, we got Mikey Garcia that was really just in there to survive. And I've always been the type of person to not be overly critical of a fighter, because at the end of the day, these guys are risking their lives. They're the ones that are lacing up their gloves and getting inside of that ring and, you know, throwing fists with another person. So I don't want to be that person that is overly critical about these fighters. You know, I respect them and I admire what they do. But also, I did expect Mikey Garcia to give more. Why? Because he did talk a big game before the fight. And obviously, once you get into that ring, maybe things do change. Maybe his body wasn't reacting the way he would have wanted it to. I don't know. But compared to what Mikey Garcia was telling us before the fight and what we actually got inside of that ring against Errol Spence Jr., it was night and day. It wasn't really what I was expecting or what some of us were expecting. But that has already happened. You know, that was back in March. We got to move forward. And even though I do think, well, at least my perception of Mikey Garcia did change after that fight, and I think his stock did kind of go down after that lackluster performance, I was still excited about seeing him back in the ring. Now, ever since then, Mikey Garcia has shown more of a businessman mentality, which in a sense it's great for him, for his family, you know, for his future, because obviously this is the hurt business, as they say, and he's the one risking his life inside of that ring. So he wants to maximize his profits while he's able to still fight. So I respect that and I understand that. But as a fan, it also got a little bit frustrating, because you're like, man, where did that hunger that Mikey Garcia once showed, where is that now? You know, where is that hunger, that same drive for greatness? Because that's the Mikey Garcia that I came to know, was that Mikey Garcia that was looking for the big fights, the Mikey Garcia that wanted to become great and wanted to achieve great things in boxing. And so I feel like he somewhat deviated from that, because he was a free agent. And so he was really open to working with anyone, and mainly he worked with Al Heyman with Premier Boxing Champions. But, you know, we've been hearing, oh, Mikey Garcia wants this fight, Mikey Garcia may go here. And there was never anything really concrete. And so you got a sense that Mikey Garcia was really just there for the money. That all Mikey Garcia wanted to do was get big paydays. And like I said, that's fine. But I also wanted to see that same drive and hunger that he showed before the Errol Spence fight. But, you know, now we have him signing on with Matchroom Boxing USA, Eddie Hearn's promotion. And again, he's going to be fighting exclusively on DAZN. So this is good news for us boxing fans of Mikey Garcia. Yes, he had a rough fight with Errol Spence Jr. Perception may have changed a bit on him. But I'm optimistic, and I want to focus on the future. I want to focus on the now. And right now we know that Mikey Garcia will be returning to the ring in February of next year, and it's going to be with Matchroom Boxing USA. So I'm excited about this fight. And another fight that he's been gunning for, the fight that he wants, is the fight with Manny Pacquiao. Everyone wants to fight with Manny Pacquiao, right? This guy is a living legend, and he's still going strong at 40 years of age. Can he still get that fight? It's feasible. Why? Because Manny Pacquiao, from what I know, really just had a 2-fight contract with PBC, and that ended with Keith Thurman. So he's technically a free agent, and although Manny Pacquiao has said he looks to continue working with PBC, because he is a free agent, it does leave the door open for him to work with DAZN, to work with Eddie Hearn, and to possibly make that fight with Mikey Garcia. So we could very well still get Manny Pacquiao versus Mikey Garcia on DAZN. So we'll see how that goes. If it's not Manny Pacquiao, then there is that potential fight against Jesse Vargas, the one that's been being talked about now, as a fight for Mikey Garcia, which I think would be an interesting, fun fight. Jesse Vargas is more of a natural welterweight. This would be Mikey Garcia's second fight at the weight division. So it's interesting, and I'm excited about the prospect of Mikey Garcia fighting with DAZN in the type of fights that can be made there. I still hope that at some point, if he's able to go back down to 135, that he faces Vasily Lomachenko. I still feel that that's a super fight for him if he's able to help make it down again in a very healthy way and not have to really put strain on his body to make the weight again, because again, he did balloon up to 147 pounds when he fought Errol Spence Jr. So it might not be that easy to go back down to 135. I don't think Lomachenko can make it up to 140. He's a little bit too small for that. He's already kind of small for 135. So I hope we can still get that fight, because that would be a massive fight for both fighters. But we'll see what's next. But what we do know is that Mikey Garcia is going to be back in a boxing ring with Matchroom Boxing USA on DAZN, and it's going to take place in February 29 of this coming year. So guys, let me know your thoughts. Go ahead and comment below. Remember to go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you're a fan of boxing, a fan of Torres Boxing. Visit the website at torresboxing.com, guys. And until next time, I'm out, and God bless you.